Good morning. I am doing, welcome. Welcome to Small Families, Small Budgets. We are doing a freezer meals for small families with Grandma B's busy life today. We're doing a collaboration. Thank you for inviting me, Grandma B. I am very happy to do this. We are doing I'm going to start off cooking my food first for this. So I have my pork butt. Let's see if I can. So I bought this in December of 2020. I will show you, I will put the video down in the description box, or the doobly-doo, as Frugal Fit Mom likes to put it, because I do like to watch hers. I bought it and then divided it up into like almost 8 packages. So, because we are a small family, and this is collaboration is for freezer meals for small family. So I have 2 different meals coming out of this. So I'm doing 2 of this. So we are doing 2 of my pieces of my pork butt. Wash my hands real quick because that had juices on the outside. By the way, I am making pulled pork out of this and Flantas out of this. Pulled pork Flantas. So I'm not going to put, I'm going to put basic seasonings in this because I don't want taco seasonings in my pulled pork, and I don't want barbecue seasonings in my Flantas. So I'm just going to put my regular pepper in. Yes, my pepper. Oops, sorry that my thing is shaking. I'm going to put pepper in. I rarely put salt in because the barbecue sauce will have salt. And my husband has heart disease, so I try to do as less salt as possible. So now I'm doing onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And then I will put about a half of cup of water in it, just so that the bottom doesn't get burnt. Just so that the bottom doesn't get burnt. Okay, I put it on the sides because I don't use the plastic bags. And then I will set it on low for 7 to 8 hours, and then I will be back with you. By the way, Flantas is the same thing as taquitos. Flantas is made with flour tortillas, and then taquitos is made with corn tortillas. So I am doing flour tortillas because that's all I ever buy is flour tortillas, and I never buy corn tortillas. So that's what we're making with these. So stick around so you can see how I make them, cook them, and freeze them. Just so you know. Okay, so I just took out my pork roast out of my slow cooker. I'm going to drain the grease. Mooney, hush! And then I will use them for 2 different things. Okay, so I took out my 2 roasts and drained my crock pot already. I'm going to put one back in, my bigger one. It's very hot. And you can put it in a standing mixer if you have it. I don't have one. So I just usually stab it with my my spatula to break it apart, and it works fine for me. You can use a whisk. You can, because the whisk on the standing mixer is what breaks it apart anyways. Your choice. Anything of that sort works just fine. So any of that works. So this right here is going to be the barbecue pulled pork. So I'm just gonna shred it. Make sure it's all shredded. And then I'm gonna let it cool. Well, I'm gonna shred it, put barbecue sauce, and then let it cool. And barbecue. You can use any barbecue sauce you like. Sorry, this sauce likes to have some air in it. It's making farting noises. Last time I made this, I laughed at it. I'm just going to leave it upside down and see if I can get more sauce out of it. It shouldn't need too much because I didn't make as much. It's only for a freezer meal anyways, so you can put more barbecue sauce on it later. So enough so it's not going to dry out. Just beat in my barbecue sauce a little bit more so it's all the way on the bottom. Or I should say the top so it's able to pour. Mix it in. And two freezer bags, because I should get 2 to 3 freezer bags actually, full of pulled pork. Today is the 31st, but you guys will see this on Grandma B's week of the 7th. She's doing it the I think she's doing it like the 19th through the 23rd or something like that. And I'll put barbecue, pulled pork, usually I make a bigger batch, and I'll make like 4 to 6 of these, but I made a smaller batch this time around because I cut it in half so I could have the other half for the Flantas for a freezer meal too. And then when this cools down, I will fill these up and I'll show you those at the end. Don't mind the Easter eggs, we just color those. With this one, sorry, like I said, we just color Easter eggs. This one, I'm going to shred. in this bowl, and I need to get you closer, so I gotta move the eggs. There we go. And this one's going to be for the Flantas. So I have taco seasoning. A little bit over. And I have taco sauce. I put a little bit of water in my taco sauce so I can get the rest of the bottom out. Add that to it. There's not much left in it. This will be on my next grocery. My grocery. And I'm going to stab this for this to be shredded. And lo and behold, when you don't have enough sauce in your bottle, you have backup sauce in your drawers. So once it's shredded, it's gonna be a lot. I'll probably put a package in the fridge of just the meat instead of making them all Flantas. So I'm putting taco seasoning in for that seasoning that you want. A little bit more of the, I'm just going to mix it around. Okay, all the seasoning is mixed in well. Now with chicken, I usually put cream cheese in it. I don't know if cream cheese would be good with the pork. So I am doing just regular cheese. Now it's cold because it was in the freezer. Hopefully the warmness of the pork will make it somewhat melted, or at least thawed out a little bit. And there we go. There's the taco-ish meat that's going into them. And then I can assemble. So for this, you're going to want to also date it. You want to date and label everything. So in the Flantas, which is the same as Torquitos, only I'm using flour tortillas instead of corn tortillas. I should be able to fit like 5 or 6 tortillas in here once I roll them. And that's 6 should be good. That gives us 2 each for each person to eat. So yeah, roll it all the way, fill it up, and then you basically just roll it. Roll taco. You want to get it like really tight. I think I need to move it over a little bit more. And that's it. This is a rolled taco. You put when you cook it, you put this down and you spray it with cooking spray on a oven. You hush. On an oven tray. Usually I put like a parchment paper on the oven tray so that way it's doesn't stick to it. And then that's my dinner for my family of 3, and then one of these will feed us, and then we can have like chips and salsa with it, or I'll make like a side of veggies, and it's a quick and easy freezer meal. I'll make like Mexican corn or just regular corn, and it's all good. Like, now my son wants these for dinner. He's seen them. He's like, oh, yummy. So I will probably put some on a sheet pan so we can have some for dinner. But this is a freezer meal episode, not a dinner meal episode. So when you make these, if you want to, where are they? Where's my note cards? Somewhere. Hold on. Either get a notepad like this and write down the instructions, and then you can tape that sheet of paper right there, or you can do note cards. You can do that too. So obviously I'm gonna make them for dinner tonight because my kids like freaking out about it. Was not on the dinner plans for tonight. The pulled pork was, but that's okay. We'll just switch it up and put all the pulled pork in a freezer meal and then do this
as the freezer and the dinner meal. It's all good. I got plenty of filling, so you can add more filling to this. It can be, you can add refried beans to this. Basically, it's just taco rolled up. And then you can top them once they come out of the oven with whatever you want. Like I said, the chicken one I usually do with not sour cream, but cream cheese in it. Cream cheese, chicken cheese, or not cheese, chicken, and the taco seasoning. So these are just pork ones. I've seen them, like the gas stations will have breakfast ones with bacon, egg, and cheese in them. So, I don't know. You can do anything, I guess. I'm sure this is not true Hispanic, but it's good for us. So once you get them in there, you just make sure you get it all the way closed. Try to get as much air out, which I didn't do very well. So, there we go. And there's one side. Looks like I'm going to be using all my tortillas today. That's okay. I'll just buy more. It's no big deal. It's cheap when you can find the meat on sale to do this kind of meal. And you can do it ahead of time for a small family because you can make it and throw it in the baggie. That one came unrolled. This one. Move, dogs. Just put a little bit more in these than I originally was. Just roll them up tight. It'll be fine. Move. Oh, maybe that's a little too much. Too much meat. No, you cannot just eat the meat. And or one more, and then that is 2 freezer meals for Flantas. Right there. And those will go in my freezer and we'll have them for another night. So I have 2 freezer meals for Flantas. And they're pork Flantas. And then we'll have them for dinner tonight too. And I'll just do some corn with them. You can make a Mexican corn. You can do pretty much anything you want with it. And then to cook them, turn you around here. To cook them, you just spray them. I got canola oil spray right here. Make sure that the seam is down to keep them rolled, because otherwise they'll roll away. Lightly spray them. That's what makes them crispy. This one wants to roll. And then you put them in 350 for about 10-15 minutes. Alright, so now this is cool, so I can fill these bags. I'll probably have to get another bag or so. I'm just going to stick them in and flatten them out. One of these bags feeds us for one dinner and then a lunch. Or one dinner and then I will make a barbecue pizza with it. So 2 dinners basically. So one with buns and then 1 pizza out of it. If I do a barbecue pizza. Or I decide to do, and I'll probably get a loaded baked potato too, because no one likes a baked potato like I do. So, and once I pull this out, I'll probably end up adding more barbecue sauce to it. That's okay. And I'm using my fingers. I've washed my hands a couple times already, so in between everything, I just take it out of the video. And I'm going to take all the air out, squish them down so they're kind of like a square, so they fit better in my freezer. And I'll wash the edges off. I'll do it again. And there we go. I have 2 more meals that are freezer meals already done to go into my freezer. And there we go. These are the pulled pork, and I just did the Flantas. So 2 meals off of the very too small part of the pork butt. I think I cut each pork butt into 4. So I got 7 to 4. A little roast with the pork butt that I bought in December. And like I said, I'll put that down in the description box. And then they come out into meals like this. So I make quite a few meals with them. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe it. And check out Grandma B's whole list. I will link her. I will link Grandma B's channel down in the description box too, so you can see who's all joining us and all that. And I think this was a fun little thing because with our small family, freezer meals are nice in general, but it's kind of hard to do the ones that you see a lot on Pinterest and stuff because they're geared towards the big families, and we don't have the big families. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful night. Bye.